सनम रे। मैंने सनम रे देखी थी, ये उसी समय आई थी जब डेडपूल आई थी ना।
क्या बोल रहे हो?
डेडपूल आई थी ना जब ये,
हाँ
तब आई थी ये। तो मैं डेडपूल देख रहा था, मैं और लुड़ा, हम लोग तो डेडपूल देखने गए थे। तो ये लगी
ओके।
रही, ये और सनम रे दोनों एक साथ ही आई थी। सनम रे देखी थी भाई साहब, क्या गंदी बेकार मूवी।
सनम रात तो अजीब ही थी।
अजीब तो क्या, बकवास थी भाई साहब, पता नहीं क्या ही था उस मूवी में, रोना निकल गया मेरा। गेम तो ठीक है, बस थोड़ी स्लो चलती है।
अब सोच ले तो वही सही।
हाँ।
मैं कह रही हूँ स्लो चल रही है तो स्लो ही सही।
हाँ।
अभी इनिशियल का जो गेम होता है वही बहुत टाइम लगता है बस ना। हेलो हेलो।
I thought we divided up fairly, but that toe rag only gave me the innards.
What was that?
What do you expect?
Daddy's wounded.
Poacher.
Oh, hi.
So loud.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his
Who is
feet.
it?
Don't
Him and his
name
men were
names.
attacked by bandits.
Can't believe it.
Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ. Betty, most
Lord
of all.
von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers.
First, I have to settle our debt.
Mm.
Why they sent you for the wine? Wait a moment. I'll be right back.
भाई ये गेम को चालू होने में जितना टाइम लगता है ना क्या करना क्या है मेरे को
क्या बोल रहे हो?
You'll find a trough outside.
अच्छा
My knees and back are giving me
talk to the woman at the pond
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
ऊपर से क्यों दिखा रहे हो
Eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
I could get in through my uncle. He works in someone's stable.
What are you playing at, woman? We were attacked by bandits. They killed a lot of people and groped you. If it wasn't for me...
Then what?
I can't wait.
I'm telling you, I wasn't at any pond. Blimey! I've had lots of men try to woo me with tall stories. But this is the most pathetic attempt yet.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. I get for you.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Samin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protected. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status, like you. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Yeah, कामचोर इंसान है यार.
God, I'm bored shit.
Where's that beer?
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
हाँ कहाँ रखना है भाई कहाँ रखना है सेकंड फ्लोर बोला था ना उसमें सेकंड गेट बोला था सॉरी अच्छा अच्छा सेकंड गेट बोला है सेकंड फ्लोर 5 चाहिए 5 और कहाँ है अच्छा वो वहीं पे आएगा ओके
God grant you health.
छोटे मोटे ही काम करने हैं, बढ़िया है ये गेम सही में बच्चों के लिए बनाई है वो एंजॉयबल बच्चे नहीं होते हैं जो अच्छे ग्राफिक्स में गेम खेलना चाहते हैं बस बकचोदी करना चाहते हैं ये उनके लिए है ला ला के चीजें रखो और ये करो पुराना सैन एंड्रियास जैसा है सैन एंड्रियास में गोलियां चलवा देते हैं यहाँ पे बस ग्राफिक्स बहुत अच्छी
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not the one.
वो और लेके आना है.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
ये लड़ाई होने वाली है. लड़ाई टाइम. लेट्स गो. मार पिटाई देखो गाइस.
Go to hell.
Take that.
You want to try me?
Yeah! Don't spare him!
You're no match for us, fucker.
Already.
He's nearly got me. I'm all yours. Hey, get him!
Bastard.
Good. No, you don't. Filthy vermin. Come on. Yeah!
Hey, come get him!
You're a bloody Hulk, fucker.
Nice strike!
Fucking hell.
I'll rip your arse open. Show what you're made of.
Why do you do it?
You want to try me?
मार दिया रे.
दो दिन साथ में आ रहे हैं यार ये दो.
हाँ यार.
एक मारते हैं, एक को मारने दूसरा मारना देता है, उसको मारते फिर मारना देता है.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
उल्ले. उल्ले. आजा बेटा. आजा. बहुत ज़्यादा बोलने वाले हमेशा मरते हैं बेटा. ले वॉन्टी ले तो.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off!
Shut up. You get a whipping too.
सही में यार ऐसे चूतिया बंदे हैं।
मुझे लगा गर्दन काट रहे हैं।
ना मेरे को ये लगा गला काट रहे हैं। काट देना चाहिए
Who
उसका
the hell do you think you are?
वही हो रहा है।
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit? And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
अरे यार कितना डेट हो चला मैं तो बताऊं मंडे देना चाहिए इसको ऐसे तो छोड़ दूंगा मैं होता मैं छोड़ देता हाँ
है कभी ऑप्शन तो मंडे देना इसको
हाँ यार भाई लड़े जा रहा है यार लड़े जा रहा है अभी भी बोले जा रहा है
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Awesome, what's up?
अरे भाई 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 चूते को देखो
Oh shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing. Eh?
हाँ देख मैं ये भी बोल रहा हूँ
All right, off you go.
Shanamudi, Shanamudi, to me, Shanamudi. Crime and reputation. Every one of your action has consequences. If you commit crime around the world, and its people will react to them. What is crime? Anything an honest Christian would avoid to consider crime. Bekar, 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 bekar.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. It's about time. Come here. You don't look like you're in a rush anywhere.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semi. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
What the hell? Du Nervensäge!
Get out!
सीधा गड़ को दिया.
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some animal.
अब क्या करूं मैं? अब अलग ले जाके मिशंस पूरा करूं?
सही करना पड़ेगा.
ये बी वाला चलते हैं. बी वाला क्या है? कहाँ तक ले जाएगा? मैप है क्या इसमें? ओ मैप है. मैं यहाँ हूँ. ओ एरिया ही नहीं खुला हुआ है. यहाँ जाना है. ये कौन है? मट वाला ये है ना? Go to
हाँ सही है.
gain access to wedding with the help of Miller Kinzel. कहाँ पर है ये? पहले यहीं जाना पड़ेगा. Get into wedding party with the help of blacksmith Rodovan. चलो वहाँ चलते हैं. घोड़ा नहीं मिला यार. मेरे को घोड़ा मिल जाता तो इजी हो जाता मामला.
Money all your life. Hold on. I'm not holding on for no fucking one. I'm telling you.
आ गया ऑलमोस्ट. चचो. Yo, Blackie boy.
He's a complete fucking idiot, he is! Then you should have taken it up with him! How? When he's as deaf as a post! Anyway, that's where I got this shit.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this. You're up early. What'll it be?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
चलो भाई तलवार बनाते हैं, इसको बताते हैं हमारी
Go
औकात
over to
क्या
the
है.
anvil and let's get started. We'll finish this quickly. Stop beating it!
My God, a broom!
Have you taken what you need from the chest yet? Are you gonna get started then?
Work on me. Terrible.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellow. Be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now. So come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
अब मारना पड़ेगा.
उसको. Move the blade.
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Heated up now, so come over to the Atmanirbhar. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी? बंद हो गया था तो डिस्कॉर्ड डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया. आप चालू हो गए. हाँ तो
That's the ring you want. The sparks are flying. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
और बदलनी होनी इसको.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed, and there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
So, here you are. Now I've got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
अल्लाह मैं किसी और के घर पे सो गया.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
I was looking for the latrines. I couldn't hold it any longer.
That's where you were looking. Are you shitting me?
No, but I almost shut myself.
Shut up! You're trying to trick me. But I'm not falling for it.
Piss off.
I'll beat you into submission! I've been waiting. Why did you do that? You're done here, you crook!
This is unbelievable.
You'll get such a blow that you'll wake up on the pillory! Take that! I'll whip your arse so much you'll be looking forward to the cane!
Filthy vermin!
Go fuck yourself! You're done here, you crook!
These days,
You don't fight with guns, you fool! You surrender to them! You haven't a chance!
अरे मेरा पीछा छोड़ दे रे. मार दिया. अरे वापस मुझे वहीं भेज दिया. जब मुझे वो मान देंगे उससे.
Loading.
भाई मुझे समझ ही नहीं आया मैं किसके घर में घुस गया. मुझे तो यार वो एंगल तो सही दिख रहा था. पता नहीं यार इसका क्या सीन है.
Christ, my back is killing me. Oh, damn it.
But I just can't listen to it anymore. Well, it's better than listening to news about bandits.
भाई लाल कर दिया.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Infuriated हो गया पूरा.
गेंद तोड़ दी मेरी मार के. खाने के लिए है क्या?
एप्पल पड़ गई एप्पल.
भाई साहब बैंडेज का है। मार मार के लाल कर दिया गांड।
पूरा कलर लाल हो गया।
हैं?
पूरा कलर लाल हो गया।
लाल लाल हो गया यार।
ये तो उर्दू पूरा कलर लाल हो गया। यहाँ पे लगी हुई है इसलिए लाल हुआ है क्या?
मारा है ना मेरे को पीठ पे वो।
हाँ और ये
भाई यार, इसे कॉम्बैट बहुत वीक है यार। लाइक कॉम्बैट करने जाओ ना, वो बंदा वो करता ही नहीं, पैरी तो करता ही नहीं कभी, ब्लॉक तो। ठीक
वो
है।
आपने क्या उसे वो खेला ना जो वो बहुत ज्यादा भागा भागी वाला गेम था।
भाई सोना कहाँ था यार? मैं तो ढंग से सोया था यार, पता नहीं किसी आके मेरी गेंद लाड़ दी।
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
अल्लाह गुस्सा करने लग गया।
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a car.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along.
There's only one road to Semin, but I've got a bad feeling.
Those two
can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they...
What was the car?
Bugger 'em. There was some hunting and some kids. There's a good month.
All right.
Go ahead.
Gladly. There's a couple more things I'd like to ask about smithing.
Ask away.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
सो कहाँ पे?
नहीं फिरो क्या हो रहा? तो कुत्ते की किलो को खाया तो सोचते सोचे पता।
What are you gawking at here?
नहीं क्या
What are you barging in here for? What are you gawking at here?
तो ये किसी और का घर है। अरे भाई यहाँ था यार. अभी ये करना था यार यहाँ पर.
They rob you or what, bare ass?
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
All right, I'm on my way.
Time's wasting. Run along.
अरे जाना क्या है? ठोक ले.
Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
Have you any idea which way they might have gone?
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskowitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
All right,
Okay.
I'm on my way.
Time's wasting.
पहले यहाँ से वो टैक्सी की
Shavings.
ये टकचाओ से इधर जाना है, इधर. एक ही रोड है ये, and then south. मतलब यहाँ से नीचे.
इतना मुश्किल नहीं रहेगा.
हाँ, तो चल के जाना पड़ेगा. घोड़ा ही नहीं मेरे पास.
ये बात हुई.
सही जा रहा हूँ ना मैं? ये रोड पकड़नी है. गलत पकड़. ये भाई पैदल चल के जाना पड़ेगा. मुझे घोड़ा दे दो यार. ये वाली रोड है. हाँ, ये वाली रोड है. बताओ, शुरुआत हुई थी कि मैं बढ़िया है, हम लोग एकदम कपड़े वपड़े पहन के घोड़े वोड़े के साथ चल रहे हैं. नंगा करके छोड़ दिया इस गेम में. सही जा रहा हूँ ना मैं? कब तक पहुंचेंगे यार? मुझे घोड़ा दे दो यार. मैं तो रेड डेड रिडेम्पशन ऑन द फुट हो गया था इसके यहाँ. भाई घोड़ा खरीद सकते हैं क्या कहीं से? मैं कहाँ गया? भाई I really need a horse.
Hey,
Doesn't it bother you?
one small then.
Walking around here like some animal.
भाई ये रहे घोड़े. उठा लूँ एक?
हाँ
Go.
उठा लिया घोड़ा तो उठा लिया. अब जाना है मेरे को कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे. घोड़ा भी थक जाता है. छी यार करती है.
Quick! Quick! Easy! Easy!
अरे गिरा दिया मेरे को. घोड़ा भी नालायक है, मेरे को गिरा दिया.
Quick!
ऑलमोस्ट पहुंच गया.
Whoa! Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
अब क्या कर दिया मैंने?
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samin is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
भाई मैं तो लड़ाई भी नहीं करना चाह रहा था. ये जहाँ जाता है लड़ाइयाँ क्यों करता है यार?
I'll kill you.
Did he? Why did you do that? Stop beating him. Someone better hold me back.
Hang him!
Didn't expect that yet.
Come on. Oh, you wee
What
bastard!
in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter! Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
कपड़े तो दे दो यार मेरे को पहनने।
So, lad, you going with us?
I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You've got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
My God! Where are your clothes?
ये बाण का भाण का है
Doesn't it bother you walking around here like some kind of animal?
You can't be here.
अरे भाई मार ली मेरी अरे इसकी बाण का भाण कहाँ पर है हाँ सो में माथे पे तेरे
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
अरे कहाँ से खरीदूं क्लोथ्स ये है बाण ये है यहाँ कोई नहीं आएगा
So, here you are. Now I've got you.
अरे
I've got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property.
ये क्या हो रहा है
You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
अरे बैंड शो
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
Look, we're both men, aren't we?
Where are you going with this? You're testing my patience.
It's like this. Yesterday, I met this pretty girl. She makes yarn. And you know what they say about girls who work with spinning wheels?
No. What?
They're really good in bed.
That's a good one.
Well, this yarn spinner, she was very afraid her mother would find out we planned on meeting. So she gives me these complicated directions on where to meet her. At high noon, I stood at the shadow of the tallest linden tree, and step by step, I set out. Then all of a sudden, I look around and realise I have no idea where I am. The girl's nowhere to be seen, and people are yelling at me. That girl made a right fool of me.
That's what you get for thinking with your prick.
Aye. I've had enough embarrassment for one lifetime. Can't we just let this one slide?
All right, then. I'll turn a blind eye just this once.
Oh, बच गया मैं. ये बाण नहीं है रे. ये क्या है गेम अजीब सा. तुम लोग अभी तो यहीं बैठे हो.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
अब क्या करूं मैं? सेव करके बंद कर दूं क्या?
मुझे तो बंद कर ही देना चाहिए पर आपको भी.
हाँ यार, थक गया हो रहा.
वक्त में तो चल ही रहा है तब. और क्या कहते हैं ना, हो गया. फिर तो आप बोर हो जाओगे फिर आप.
भाई ये प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी है.
मत जाओ. अच्छा फिर उल्टा करके लटका दिया.
Did you forget your clothes somewhere?
यहाँ से ऊपर जाने का रास्ता भी है. भाई ये किसका एरिया है? गार्ड लोग सो गए भाई.
अब तो मारेंगे फिर से.
अरे इसकी टॉर्च कैसे ऑन होती थी? भूल गया मैं.
और आप उसकी बाइंडिंग्स में जाके देखो.
टॉर्च है ये रहा. अरे आर से तो हो ही नहीं रहा. अरे मैं सोऊं कहाँ ताकि सुबह होए?
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Can't look on this to do. What are you doing? Like, don't hear. ये जगह भी नहीं बता रही है कि कान बॉक्स साइज बोल रहा है.
अरे देखा ना ये बाण वाला एरिया कौन सा है? कुछ छोड़ा.
क्या लिखूं?
Sleep in the barn. Oh.
मिल गया?
खड़े खड़े टाइम चला गया.
ओह.
चलो बस कर रहा हूँ.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems. Take care then.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
Sir, do you think I could deal with something else before we go?
All right, but make it quick. Before Dorothy starts bothering me about what sauce to serve with the boar.
Thank you, sir.
भाई बस हो गया.